We are bracing for more rain as the second system we have been talking about all week enters the region. As the water rises, members of one community are making preparations in the case that they get stranded in their homes. And while we are getting the rain here, places that don't see winter weather like snow are getting hammered.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. It is 4:59 on Friday, February the 22nd. I'm Will Puckett. Thank you for watching Mountain News This Morning. Well, we got out of yesterday without any rain, but when you wake up this morning, the roads are going to be damp. And Brandon, we are tracking some green on satellite and radar, just getting right back into what seems to be the swing of things.
Actually, it started a little bit late last night. You were asleep, Will, so we'll give you that one. But again, it started late yesterday evening going into the overnight hours, and it's continued off and on throughout the overnight. But Will is right. We are still seeing some rain this morning. Let's go to the satellite and radar, show you what we've seen over the last 6 hours. Been back and forth, and again, it's kind of scattered at times this morning, so that's some good news for your drivers that are moving around early. But again, remember, those wet roads will be a factor for you as you head out the door. Live pinpoint Doppler radar, some heavier bands of rain down toward Kingsport and over past Southwest Virginia, and then back down into East Tennessee as well, moving in our general direction from the south. Visibility a little rough this morning. Pikeville down to less than a mile there. Prestonsburg at 5, Jackson Hazard at 5, Logan at 4. So be careful as you travel out the door this morning. Flood watch is in effect. That one started at midnight there for Lee and Wise counties in Virginia and Claiborne and Campbell counties in East Tennessee. We go up to Buchanan and Dickinson counties, Mingo, Logan, and Wayne counties, and Lawrence County. That went into effect at 1, goes till 7 o'clock on Sunday. And the flash flood watch for all of us goes into effect at 7 o'clock tonight, goes until 7 o'clock Sunday morning. Temperatures in the 40s, maybe some upper 30s into central Kentucky. But as we plan out your day, you're going to see temperatures slowly climb for a little while. And then as we get toward the afternoon, the rain chances pick up and we get to about 50 degrees. Hi, the rest of the forecast on the way here in just a few minutes.
Well, we are following some breaking news in Pikeville this morning where a major rock slide has damaged a business. The Pikeville Police Department says the slide hit road-tested wrecker service on South Mayo Trail. A road-tested representative tells WOWK rocks fell onto several cars and damaged the building. The slide is also tying up South Mayo Trail. Heavy rains continue to plague the area with more rock slides expected through the weekend, and flash flood watches have been issued. No word on how long the rock slide will take to clear. Now, one of the areas that people are most concerned about with the additional rain is the Cumberland River. That is what Cumberland Falls looked like on Thursday. The river in Williamsburg is at 25 feet right now. It is expected to hit a final crest of 30 feet this weekend. We begin our team coverage with WYMT's Phil Pendleton from the Falls.
Some people are saying they've never seen the Cumberland River like this.
Well, I think this is amazing. This is the first time I saw it this high in my lifetime. I'll be 80 years old, 18th of next month.
The state park is one of Kentucky's premier places where locals are usually taken back at where people come from to see an attraction that's in their backyard.
But yeah, there's a lot of people. We've had them from everywhere. I worked at a little store, and you know, even in the summer, just for the moon bows, it's amazing where they come from.
Coming to see Cumberland Falls, which now, because of its height or lack thereof, as one man joked, it's Cumberland Fall-less.
Yeah, absolutely, the power. Yeah. You see the lower river just so wide, and just how much water is flowing.
Upstream in Williamsburg, the river is at 25 feet. That's 4 feet above flood stage. It's carrying a lot of water, and unfortunately some other things with it as it nears the falls.
Oh yeah. If you get here early, when it first starts, you get to see all the milk jug and baby diapers go down the...
Oh, there's a lot of, trash and logs and stuff that falls, and it flows down, sort of cleans itself out as everything moves down.
Minus the garbage and debris, I'll say this is a sight everyone should take in Whitley County.
It's actually pretty awesome. I think it's probably the highest we've ever seen it.
Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, the Cumberland River crest of 30 feet is 9 feet above flood stage, which is just 5 feet from a record. One of many across eastern Kentucky experiencing flooding is Levi Jackson State Park. You will notice in this video that this part of the park was completely underwater. Water was rushing over a brick wall and even got close to the roadway at one point. There were many videos and pictures on Facebook of the flooding. So many locals went out to the park to see it for themselves.
We saw a lot of pictures on Facebook about how all kinds of places are flooded, and we've been driving around today checking out the places, and we decided to come look at the duck pond.
Now, the water did recede quite a bit yesterday due to the drier conditions and sunshine, but with more rain on the way, this area is expected to flood again. Drivers in Knox County continue to deal with issues with high water. Road department crews and people living out in the county say they fear what more rain is going to bring, as several roads are already flooded and closed. One of those roads is Highway 459, and people living there are already blocked in.
It gets bad, and with as much rain as we've got coming and as wet as it already is, there's just nowhere for it to go.
One man living on Highway 459 says he has a boat ready for emergencies if anyone needs it. Some families in Leslie County are trapped by flooding. Overflow from Buckhorn Lake is now covering parts of Highway 257, trapping many in the Confluence community in their homes. Officials have created a plan to help people stranded there in case of an emergency. The emergency management director says his office has 3 boats they can use to transport people out of the area in a life or death situation.
I'd like to stress that to everybody that just for emergencies only. I mean, we're going to be a complete volunteer staff to run the boats, and it's just going to be at the daytime hours. So I'd like to stress that more than anything. It's just a start. We're starting.
One family we talked with says they only have enough food and water to last about a week. Last year, people in Confluence were trapped by floodwaters for weeks on end. If you have an emergency and you are stranded, call 911. Meanwhile, rare snowfalls and the risk of a tornado outbreak are on the table for some across the country heading into the weekend. For the first time in more than a decade, measurable snow fell in Las Vegas. Flagstaff, Arizona has seen more than 14 inches of the white stuff so far. Parts of Tennessee, Arkansas, and Mississippi are under an enhanced risk of severe weather on Saturday. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us right here on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, some terrifying moments for an ambulance crew after snow and ice come crashing down on their vehicle.
The rain continues to fall, and there's a lot more to go, and still in the next couple of days. I'll show you some possible totals in about 3 minutes.